What's up, people? Peek over here in Singapore. Oh my God, it's the week of the summit, and I'm freaking out a little bit because this is such a major event, you guys. I don't think you all understand exactly how much information is going to be put out there this week, and I don't know if I have enough time to get all the notes that I need to get off. Like honestly, I'm going to flip my entire day and make sure I'm up during the night because it's Eastern Standard Time, right? So, for me, it's like 12 hours difference. So I want to make class goes live and I take notes. So today I have Terri Evans on here with me. She is the beauty behind Positive Treasures. Hey, what's up, girl?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Are you excited? Hey,
I am
Camille.
excited. I am excited. I'm excited, but I'm trying to stay awake at the same time.
I'm
Oh, I
sorry, I
am.
know. So for everybody out there, very happy Easter. I hope you had a chance to enjoy family and food. I know you fighting itis right now, so I'm gonna get this over with as soon as I can. um, yeah, so really excited. You actually deal with personal finance. So I just want to kind of give a little bit of a background on you because I haven't had a chance to interview you. So let's do
No.
all of this one shot. Let's talk
Okay.
about how you got into finance. But what was it that happened for you to be like, you know what, I need to know more about this? And then once you do enough, you wanted to teach. So how did that happen for you?
Well, actually, I've been doing finance somewhat since I was 16, to be honest.
Wow. Okay.
Because when I was in high school, I knew I wanted to do something that had to do, I wanted to be in the office. That's basically
Okay.
what I knew. And so I took this class called COE, Cooperative Office Education. And
Okay.
one of the first things that they taught was how to do taxes.
Oh,
And
good. And
for
this is high school
whatever
then?
reason, this is was high school. They don't
Good.
do it anymore. They don't do
No,
it
they
anymore. I
don't.
don't
They
know
took
what
out
happened.
shop. They took out a lot of stuff. We'll
Yes,
talk
they
about that another
did.
time. So, wow.
And
Okay.
so
So taxes.
taxes, and for whatever reason, I fell in love with doing taxes. And so from that point on, I have done my taxes, my mom's taxes, I've just did everybody's taxes. And so
Okay.
like I said, I fell in love with it. And then I started working for a church in my 20s,
Hmm.
and I started off as the financial secretary.
Hmm.
And when I said I absolutely loved working with money, I said, well,
Okay.
maybe I need to be a bank executive or something. I don't know. I need to do something that has to do with
Good.
money.
Because I like
And
money, but not like you like money. Mine's a problem.
I just like, honestly, I like playing with money. I know that's like kind of funny, but I like counting money, just counting money out. I
Okay.
don't know. But I think that's where my passion really, really started is when I was working for the church, and I ended up being the administrative secretary. So I did everything, but the money was my passion. I just loved it. And then I went from there to doing taxes again.
Okay.
And then I went to school to be an accountant.
Okay.
And yeah, and it was on from there.
So how did you decide you were going to go into business for yourself then? So, I mean, I know you got the experience. You've been doing it forever. But then how did you figure, you know what? I should do this on my own. I should make this my full-time, my own, my baby. How did you decide that?
Well, honestly, I think I went through so much financially because I was homeless for a minute.
Oh, no.
And when I said I had nothing, I have 6 children,
Mhm.
and my husband had a massive stroke. And
Oh,
when he
no.
had his stroke, it left me responsible financially to take care of my
Yeah.
family. And taking care of a family of 8, you have to have some moolah. And
Yeah, not some, a lot. Because then you also have his medical stuff, like his medicines, his
yes,
checkups, all of that.
yes.
Wow.
And then coming from that, when I said I went through the credit card thing where I was maxing out my credit cards, I went through trying to buy a house, realizing my credit was so shot.
Yeah.
It was debilitating. And then I ended up with cancer. And so then all the medical bills that I
Man.
had to go through. And
Yeah.
so it was just one thing after another. But when I came out on the other side, I was like, oh my God, somebody else needs to understand how to do this because it can be done. You
Yes.
can go from having almost $20,000 in credit card debt to having $0 in credit card debt. You can do it. And somebody that actually went through it, not was born into money, not that their parents left them $1 million or something, but somebody that actually went through it and understand what it feels like to be on the opposite side. Yes. I was like, I need to be that one.
Hey, Kevin.
And I love people and I love talking. So yeah, this is perfect for me.
I don't see how they could find anybody else who's, you know, so real. Like, honestly, I just want to give a shout out real quick. Kevin's on here, Meet the Curator, and we're talking about money, and there's nothing quite like discipline over everything. You see that? So I think that's something that you are really good at teaching, because you've pulled yourself out of all of it. And the fact that you laid out, you know, your husband had a stroke, you have 6 children, you went through cancer, and I am so grateful that you're actually here to teach. So Kevin, if you didn't know, we're actually doing a summit, and it starts on Wednesday. It's completely free, and Tammy actually is teaching her class. Sorry, Terri, I'm so sorry. Terri, I just saw Tammy's name on the schedule behind me.
Tammy's my sister, so.
Oh, yeah, we all sisters. So Terri is actually talking about personal finance and assigning purpose to your money, and your class is on the first day itself. So Wednesday, evening, late evening-ish, the 24th of April, from 5:45 to 6:45. Yours is actually right after me, so I'm actually excited that I get to be done, and then I get to sit down and take notes, because I'm good with money. I can make it stretch. Like, I'm old school where, like, I'll stop buying certain things because I know I need the money for other things, and I'll start making food from scratch, so I'll make it stretch. But saving and paying down debt, not the best.
Okay.
So I got my book ready to sit down and take notes from you. Man, okay. So you started the business, and I know that Camille is actually going to go over this as well, how to, you know, switch over from working for someone else to working for yourself. And I know that in itself has a lot of major headaches, a lot of days where you're like, nah, why am I doing this? Why am I putting all this on my head? I could just work for somebody else and get a guaranteed paycheck. But that's not what we're about. We're about trying to make a difference and make sure that we are living in line with who we are. So what did you feel like was the biggest thing that you needed to get straight before you, like, what was something you needed to understand before you could go off and teach somebody else? Like, kind of like homework for people that are coming to this class. What would you suggest that they take note of first?
I think the biggest thing, because, well, I can't say that. The biggest thing I would say is understanding your values. What do you really value? Because where I was spending money all the time, where I had all the different spending triggers, where I had all of the different leaks, where I was going through all these things, the reason I was going through them because I hadn't lined up my values with my money. Okay. And so it's hard to assign purpose to your money when you don't know what you value. And so
there's a lot more honesty you got to go through, huh?
Yes. And you think about it, and I do this with some of my clients. I take them through where we go through your bank account and look at what you're spending your money on, and then I have to say, okay, well, what you're spending your money on, that's what you value. And I'm like, no, I don't value my stomach because that's what I pay. You spend most of my money on is going out to eat. Yeah, that's what you're valuing, really, because that is showing you, that is your proof right there. Right. And so just really sit
You can't argue with those numbers.
No, you can't. and to just sit down and just be honest with yourself about, you know, where you are and where you want to be. And then taking the limits off of where you want to be. It's a second step, because we're so used to not having that we cannot even imagine having. Therefore, we're stuck in this place. We decide, okay, well, I've never had that before, and if I had a little bit, that would be great. But we're afraid of stretching past that a little bit. So I don't want you to give away too much, because I'm actually really excited, and I do want people to come and sit down and listen to this. But in the meantime, I'm thinking, based on what you said, right, if people were able to just pull their last month's bank statement and go through and add up how much you, like, put them in categories and add up how much you spend in what, and you can see for yourself where you're actually at. Be honest. You can't argue with the numbers. And then maybe from there, once they attend your class, they will be able to jump right into everything that you're teaching. Is that, you think that'd be right? That would be awesome. Yeah. That would be a very good thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know that you're also offering a freebie with the class that will come after the class, obviously. So please pay attention. Wednesday, okay, the 24th, this coming 24th, from 5:45 to 6:45 Eastern Standard Time. Please make sure you get the time zones straight. But even then, if you've got just the basic pass, you're open. The class is open for 24 hours. So from 5:45 Wednesday, it's open until 5:45 on Thursday, so that you can actually sit down and listen, catch it wherever you have a break. I know you got work and stuff. I don't know if all y'all like commuting home at that time or if you're done. I'm not sure, but at least you have access to that information. Now there is one more thing that I want to make sure that I mention. And you also are part of the live panel discussions that are going on Saturday. So all our classes are from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? And then Saturday we start nice and early from about 9:30 until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And your specific panel group, you're with Camille, Imani, and Lenora at 12:30 on Saturday, and that's again Eastern Standard Time. So make sure if you go through her class, right, and you find like there's something you really want to ask a question about because you don't know. Sometimes you sit through the class, you're like, oh my God, I got to take notes and everything, and then you let it marinate for a couple of days, and suddenly you're like, oh my God, I really need to know about this though. How do I fit this into it? So please show up to the live panel discussions. Yes. Terri is actually talking about and answering questions live at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. So please, if you haven't already, I would recommend you go register. We're covering everything from life at home to life in the office, transitioning from the office to your home office, making sure you've got your lead pages set up, your email marketing, Instagram, everything. We're covering basic, just starting out, to I've been there a while, what do I need to do to level up? And we're covering mindset all along with it. So I am so grateful for your time. I'm really glad that you were able to get on here and talk. But I'm telling you, like, really, I was looking at my finances. And I'm like, yeah, I need Terri. So I need to sit down and listen. And that's what I love. Like, our whole group of women, I can learn from every last one of y'all. And I feel good about that.
I agree.
And your values are about the same as mine. So the way you put family above everybody else, the way you use your own experiences to teach people, that's exactly the way I'm living my life as well. And that's why I am so excited to promote all of you. Like, I'm not being paid for none of this, and you're not being paid to talk about me either, but we're happy to talk because I like who you are. I like the way you do things, and I know you're coming from a place where you want to serve. You're not chasing that dollar. So I appreciate that a lot. And big shout out to August for putting all this together. If you haven't registered, please hurry up and register. I've been telling everybody, if you don't have the time, pay the $97 and make sure that you get access, like the lifetime access to all of the classes. If you don't have the money, put aside the time. And if you don't know which classes you want to go on, go into my my highlights. There is a section for business mastery, and make sure that you look at the schedule. So it has the schedule already. Kevin is awesome, man. We went to college together. Go through the schedule and figure out which classes you want to attend, and then set aside the time for that. Like I said, they're open for 24 hours for free. So yes. First and foremost, we're trying to educate people. Second thing is we're trying to make sure that you understand every last one of us. We are approachable. We're not these, pretty faces behind glass where you have to get paid to get access. It's not like that. We're regular human beings. We're just trying to teach whatever we know. And I'm hoping you join us. Come join us. Let's learn some things. Let's teach each other. Let's network. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Links are in the bios. Terri, any last words? Anything you want to tell them? Where can they find you? Is it easier on Instagram or Facebook to find you?
It's probably easier on Facebook. I haven't built up my Instagram like I should.
It's all right.
But you can go on Facebook, and I'm at Positive Treasures on Facebook, and I'm at Terri Evans Johnson on Facebook. So either one, you see me, you will hear about everything financial. So go ahead, especially Positive Treasures, because that is my business, Positive Treasures. So go ahead and like and follow that page and just enjoy.
Exactly. So if you're not already following, please follow on Instagram as well. If you're not sure, if you're a little worried to reach out to her, please reach out to me and I'll make the introduction. I have no problem with that. So just reach out, do your due diligence, ask questions. Please ask questions. So you can learn and move
because I like to answer questions. So go ahead and ask them.
I love it. Thank you so much, Terri. I'm going to let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your evening. And you guys, I will see you during the summer. We got 2 days? It's Monday already here. It's Sunday night for you. So yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so we're almost there. Yes. You're closer than I am, but yes.
Well, I love you dearly. I thank you so much. And I will catch you in a couple of days.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.